First step for your to-do list, getting your ideas out of your head. Personally, this is hard for me because my brain is like a Ferrari with no brakes. If I tried to get all the ideas out of my head, I would get so lost in so many tunnels, I'd make moles jealous. I'd be lucky to finish it all in half a week. If you're a soul like me, beware of this. My unconventional Yoda-like advice is, Ferrari with external brakes you must have. When ideas from your head you get out. External brake equals a countdown timer. Simply set a countdown timer for 5 minutes and try to get everything written down before the timer goes out. Make a game out of this. Doing these 5-minute increment timers until you get every idea out of your head written down. Keep asking yourself questions like, what else is in my head? What else? What else? Until you can't think of anything else. But if you think of more during the day, just write them into your idea list. And set a reminder when would be a good time to prioritize that or those ideas. You want your brain to be empty, like a Buddhist on vacation, so it can relax and not have to stress about remembering things because it's all written down. Tips to help you speed up your Ferrari. Use talk-to-text software or apps on your phone. Shorthand, write your ideas out or draw or doodle things that stand for a group of ideas or a project or thoughts. Use mind maps. Whatever you can think of to help speed up your Ferrari, do it. Please comment below what you found helpful to speed up your Ferrari so that you can help out other souls. If it's a really amazing idea, set a reminder when would be a good time to do it, add it to your workflow, process, or document, or think about it more deeply. David Allen, who I think is the father of this technique, said, your mind is great for having ideas, not holding ideas. And he also said, your brain did not evolve to remember, remind, prioritize, or manage relationships with more than 4 things. That's new cognitive science data. He said this in a 2019 podcast on Tim Ferriss's podcast. So it's important to empty your head and become clear and organized on what's bouncing around in your shiny head so that you can get more things done and feel less stressed while doing them. Because once your head is empty, you can give all your focus and attention to what you need to work on at that particular moment. Step 2 for your to-do list is organizing those ideas you got out of your head. 1, are there any ideas that you shouldn't do? If so, go ahead and cross them out right off the bat. 2, look at the list and maybe in the mirror and ask yourself, can I really get all these things done? The answer is typically no, but this opens you up to the rest of the organizational process. 3, go through your list, putting each idea into one of the 4 categories below. First, all the things that need to be delegated. You can use the Mac Street method, which is the first video on YouTube or on my website, iloveshinyobjects.com. The second is everything that needs to be prioritized. Again, the second video on YouTube and on my website, iloveshinyobjects.com, has that video, the what crap what technique, which teaches you how to prioritize better. The third is to break stuff down. Break the big task down. Anything that's over an hour and a half to complete, You need to break that project down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Or you'll get frustrated at how much time you're spending on one item in your to-do list. You can go to the website or the third video on YouTube. Both of them have the same video talking about task/project management using the PAR process. And the fourth is finally to filter all the to-dos you have left. So after you have delegated, prioritized, and broken down the projects, what's left, those are your to-dos that you're now going to organize. So you're going to group similar things together. This is also known as batching. It helps you get things done faster with less errors because you're doing them back to back. So you get in a rhythm and in the zone. Next, decide which to-dos need to be done at certain times of the day based on your priorities and your calendar. Lastly, write by each the outcome you want to achieve. Then start each with a verb action word that will get you to that outcome. Third step for your to-do list is choose the to-do list type that will work best for you. For those that have painful memories when it comes to to-do lists, Henry Ford said, what he said I think really will help and apply. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. This is probably the most comprehensive to-do list of alternative ways to do your to-do list on the internet, at least that I saw while doing my research. Out of all the possibilities you're about to hear, pick the one that has just enough structure for you that you aren't burdened by all the thoughts going around your head and everything you have to do, should do, or could do. But don't go any overboard in that structure that you will resent it and not keep at it. And it'll take away from your shiny object love and time to just maintain that over-structured to-do list. And time is your most valuable asset, and you should be devoting it to doing the shiny objects or tasks you should be doing and not just managing your to-do list. David Allen also compared to-do lists to the center line on the road. That line doesn't feel restricted or so restricted that it limits your creativity. It actually does the opposite. It gives you the comfort knowing that oncoming traffic is not going to hit you so that you're free to think as you drive. The same should be true of your to-do list and your work life. So choose wisely. 1. The not to-do list or the hell no list. Steve Jobs once said, focus isn't deciding what to do, it's deciding what not to do. Go back over your list and write no next to all the things you can say no to today. Are there any things that drain your energy? Say no to it. Daily or weekly routines that you're sick of or that take too much of your shiny object love and time, say no to it. Brainstorm the best way to remove or just reduce those things off your list. Then you will have more time, energy, and focus. 2. The gold to-do list. List of only the things that will bring the most goal or money into your business. 3. Tasks that absolutely must be done today to-do list. This keeps you focused on today and only the stresses and worries of today. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Jesus said this in Matthew 6:34 NLT. 4, done to-do list. This to-do list is really great if you're starting to feel discouraged with your current to-do list. It will cause you to actually feel good about your to-do list instead of bad. Write only what you have accomplished for that day. Write things down either after you do them or after lunch or at the end of the day. Set up reminders to write this done to-do list. It will make it easier, one, for you to remember, but you'll feel so much better writing all those extra things down. 5, the clothespin to-do list. 6, the sticky notes to-do list. Write each of your ideas on different sticky notes. If you need more structure with this, you can organize them under categories, projects, or goals, where each different color sticky note represents a different category, project, or goal. You can put these on the wall or on butcher paper taped to the wall or just a simple whiteboard. 7, index cards to-do list. You can spread them out when you're looking over everything, then just pile them all back up and put a rubber band around them or a clamp around them when you're all done so that it's portable and less cluttered. Again, you could use different color index cards to represent different projects, goals. 8, the wall to-do list. You could even paint your wall with chalkboard paint and have the great wall of China of chalkboards. The person that gave me this idea on the screen painted primer magnetic paint under the chalkboard paint so she could even stick magnets up on her wall. I thought that was a great idea, and she's a fellow H-Towner. 9, the magnetic fridge to-do list. As with all the products I mentioned in this video, there's affiliate links to Amazon in the description below. 10, the mind map to-do list. Some souls love mind maps for the ideas, jotting down all their ideas or brain dumping, and for also breaking down your projects. It provides a great visual way to see the linear path of that project from start to finish and helps you break it down into logical groups or categories with the different branches and trees. 11, the MIT method. MIT stands for most important thing. This is where you start at the beginning of the day, you write down the number 1 most important thing you want to get done today, the highest priority thing that you should at least be working on for that day. And then under it, write 3 other less important things or to-do list items underneath it. 12, Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets to-do list. This is great if you want a nice, clear visual way to look if your life is balanced. A lot of people are after work-life balance. So basically, what I recommend doing is writing all your tasks in a column and then creating another column next to them of the different categories in life that each of those tasks go to. Then what you could do is you could highlight that data and make a pie chart of it and see how many tasks you're devoting to each area of your life. You could also create another column with how many minutes each of those tasks took. And then you could create a new pie chart with the actual minutes you're spending on each area of your life. The pie chart will give you a very clear overall visual understanding of where you're spending your time if you are balanced. 13, the weekend recharge to-do list. I love this to-do list. This can increase your overall work performance and have a more restful, enjoyable weekend by just being intentional. To-do lists don't have to be always for hard stuff or work stuff. They could be for good recharging stuff too. Hopefully your work is that for you, but it isn't for all of us, especially all aspects of it. Most of mine is, but not all of it. Brainstorm the most recharging activities for you. And if you need help with this, get a good friend or your spouse to help you brainstorm ideas that would uniquely recharge you. 14, the 1-3-5 rule to-do list. The 1 in this stands for the one big thing you want to get done, the big priority thing. Schedule working on this one big thing in whatever time per day you are naturally the most productive and focused. 3 in the 1-3-5 stands for the 3 medium things you want to get done. And the 5 stands for the 5 small things you want to get done by the end of the day. 15, game any to-do list. So this applies to any to-do list. Whatever to-do list you are using starts to get boring. This is a great way to make it shiny again for you. You can turn them into games, or some of them you can dance while you're doing them, or on all of them you can reward yourself with a favorite food or snack. Me, I love dark chocolate. Just let your creativity run wild with this. And please share what you do to make your to-do list items more fun in the comments below. This will help other souls out. Thank you guys. 16, create a love to-do list. This is a list of things you really enjoy working on at work. Schedule these things in when you are feeling down to help pick you back up. 17, the make a goals list first to-do list. This is a simplified version of the prioritization video, the what crap what technique you can find on the site iloveshinyobjects.com, or it's the second video on YouTube. So what you do with this to-do list is you create obviously your goals first, and then you create all the to-do list items needed to get to those goals. 18, have a to-do list for different parts of your life. For example, one for work, one for home, one for errands. 19, get an accountability partner. This will help out any to-do list you decide. And if you don't have an accountability partner, the course that this video comes from on the website iloveshinyobjects.com, one of the application principles we do in each and every course is to get you another accountability partner that is working on that exact course so that y'all can be better together. 20 is different tasks on different days to-do lists. Example, on Saturday, maybe you clean the house and do the laundry. On Sunday, you go to the grocery store and then make all your meals for the week. 21, the could-do list. This is great if you're feeling really pressured or stressed out with your current to-do list. Based on your past experiences, simply renaming and rethinking the way you think about your to-do list takes the pressure off. Surprisingly, this has worked well for many people. So you could do this list that you create, or you could not. No pressure. 22, the calendar to-do list. This is a very popular to-do list. You throw your entire to-do list on your calendar, blocking out time for each and every task or to-do list item. Some people find it beneficial to plan their breaks in the day first, so they don't cram in too many to-dos without getting enough food, just breaks, exercise, all those things needed to work at your highest performance levels. So then schedule things in between those mini breaks. 23, the email to-do list. Some people email themselves everything. and add it to their online calendar like Outlook or Gmail, and set up reminders to look at different emails or to-do lists at different time blocks they set up as meetings in their online calendars. Or they email themselves when they are out and about, and then they throw it onto their physical calendar, or a lot of people have bullet journals these days, when they are by their physical calendar or bullet journal. Or they immediately delegate it by just emailing it to someone else, a coworker. 24, the assistant to-do list. Email or text them what things you want to either remember to get done or you just want them to do for you, which is really nice. 25, have a for others to-do list. For all the other people in your team or department, this is also a really nice to-do list. Adding more structure to any of the to-do lists we've already talked about. You can create order by what you should do first, second, or third, by ABCs, number of stars, 1, 2, 3s. You even use different color pins for different tasks, goals, or projects, for example. You could use different color highlighters. Some highlight their next 1 to 3 things they want to get done, and then they just cross out those things as they do them. And once they finish that block of 3, then they highlight the next 3 out of their to-do list that they want to get done, and just keep doing that until usually the day's over, because usually the to-do lists are never done. You can also label with D for delegate, P for prioritize, TM for task management needed. Again, you could visit the previous 3 videos on YouTube or on the website to find out those techniques and tactics for those 3 different things. You can also create your own fun or funny words, custom symbols, or different things for like reminders, ideas, other things that are important to you. You can even create an index, which is helpful if you go overboard with this and create so many symbols you forget what they mean. You can even create bookmarks if you have a physical piece of paper or notebook that you do this in. You can use different color pieces of tape that you simply fold over and then stick it to the page where it sticks out. You can use those notebook, or you could use the tape notebook index markers. Again, that all links to Amazon. You could use paper clips that you put on certain pages, or paper clamps, for instance. But remember, the best to-do list is not the most popular. So stop just watching all the popular YouTube videos or other blog posts on the subject. It really doesn't matter what works for someone else. What matters is what works the best for you. So choose wisely above and experiment until you find the combination that works best for you. Again, getting an accountability partner and all the reviewing things we do inside of the course will really help you if you're struggling with applying this. And again, if you want any of the supplies that I mentioned, Amazon links in the description below. The 3 R's and why. The first of the R's is review. On the screen right now, you see the roadmap for this particular lesson and the roadmap for the entire course. The second is review. Today you learned the 3-step process for doing to-do lists smart. The first step was to get all the ideas out of your head. The second step was to organize those ideas. And the third step was to choose wisely the best to-do list that works for you. The third R is respond. If you want the shiny object checklist that complements this video and helps you apply this, click on the first link in the description below. If you want the course that complements this, It just gives you a faster, easier, more convenient way to apply what you learned in this video. Click on the second link in the description below. Third, if you want to keep seeing more shiny episodes like this one, click on the Patreon link below. $7 will get you or your business in one of these episodes, and just $7 helps you not have to imagine a world without these iloveshinyobject.com videos. So why do we do this shiny stuff? It's to help you work smarter and faster so that you can devote more time in your life to the shiny objects you truly love. Our goal for you is not more promotions, money, or praise, although these courses will help you get those. Our goal for you is to give you more time to get lost in the shiny objects that bring you joy and meaning in life. And hopefully those shiny objects will leave a great impact on this world when you are gone. So no more feeling bad or being hard on yourself for getting distracted. I dare you to be different. I challenge you every week to devote just a little more time to working a little smarter and more efficiently in your work so you can devote just a little more time each week with the shiny objects you truly love. Have a shiny month, souls. If you think you'll forget the next Shiny 7th video, just hit the subscribe button and the bell icons to remind you. Thank you so much for your shiny object loving time, and we have helped you out in some small shiny way.